Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
David Hernandez, Chief of Police for Forest Hill. First off, I want to thank you for being here today and apologize for the reschedule from yesterday. But I want you to understand that our approach is to have fact-finding, to have facts for our community. There's a lot of information out there in social media, so we were receiving a lot of that information, so we have to make sure that we had the right information. It was a shocking event from North Texas. I won't speak on the details of the investigation, okay? But what I can share is we lost two victims, a father and a daughter who was 5 years old, to this event, to this tragedy. On March the 3rd at 10:40 in the morning, Forest Hill officers were dispatched to the 6500 block of Forest Hill Drive, reference shooting. Our officers arrived and began life-saving measures, but both victims were pronounced dead at the scene. My first press release that I put out, I shared that we had identified a suspect vehicle. We had identified two suspects in the incident. And now we've identified the two cowards who took the lives of these innocent people. We have public enemy number one, Adonis Robinson, who is also a registered sex offender. Public enemy number two, Jacoby Russell, who's on the run. They're scared, they're cowards, they're hiding.
Yeah, guys, hey, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. You see the sheriff has come out. You got to understand, the captain come out, he's upset. Everybody's coming out, man, about this killing, this senseless crime that happened. And listen, he called them cowards, and he said pretty much they're looking for him. And this whole press conference that they just came out and done a little earlier today, man. So they found out who the two guys are, and they are looking for them, and is telling everybody, whoever see them, to call in. I think it was like a $5,000 reward there early is what I heard, but it's just unfortunate. A lot of people are trying to tie them back to local rappers in the area, trying to tie it to local beef in the area. There's a lot of stuff being spoken on, man. And like I said, OG, you there, man? I'm just trying to understand it all.
Man, it's something that you can't understand. I mean, you know, this, when you hear people say a senseless killing. Now, it wasn't senseless to the one that did it, and something happened why bro was shot. I mean, but being the devil's advocate, it's not an innocent bystander. It's terrible that he had his daughter with him, but he knew something was up with the people he either associated with or something. It wasn't nobody just came up and just did a random killing like a serial killer. It was, somebody was trying to shoot him, was scared to death, and close their eyes and start shooting and kill the baby, and that's the terrible part. But when I see when people die, well, he was such a good person. Well, that may be true in your eye, but that's not always the facts, So it's terrible that these type of things happen. And if the police know who did it, why are they asking people to turn them in? You find them.
Yeah, but the one thing I can say, and I was just having a debate earlier today with a group of guys, is, you see the guys, if they got different videos footage out, I definitely wouldn't show it, but you see the guy running and all that after they come up and start shooting. You see now they got more video where one of the dudes was walking with two guns with clips in them. He had two, one in each hand as he was walking across there. And the other guy had his gun or whatever, and they were both walking that way. Now, I don't think they assessed who was in the car, even cared. They just said, we see the car. It seems like they just say, we see him, we finna go get him. My thing is, that's emotions, because at the end of the day, when you see this happening, you see these guys, we gonna get him, we at any cost, we don't care where we see him, we gonna get him type measure. That's what it seemed to me. That car wash was not, I don't think the car wash was no just, hey, he be at the car wash all the time type deal. We see him, we gonna get him wherever we see him.
Right. So in that scenario that you just brought up right there, I couldn't be innocent. Is somebody mad at me about something? Whether it was a gambling debt, whether it was about a female, I'm guilty of something. I have to take responsibility of why I died. So when people say, and I understand emotion, you know, he was such a good person and he just tried to rap and it was something else to this, that some dudes blatantly in broad daylight shot up everything determined to kill him, not to fight him, not to run up and just black his eye, but to put him out the game. That's a terrible ultimatum for me to have to, knowing they're getting ready to get caught. Like you said, they got cameras everywhere. Now you see them. They know they going to Huntsville. They know they're getting ready to pick some cotton.
Well, I don't know if they go to, this is a capital murder case, but their face is covered up. On the video I seen, it looks like they were trying to take precautions, but at the end of the day, like I said, you're not. And again, I know for a fact that, you know, they're looking like they're rushing to get to him to do what they're gonna do, you know. But the thing is, you know, it's not calculated at all. It's not. It seemed it's some younger kids who, I don't know if it looked like this their first offense, because if it wasn't, they would say it. Now only one of them had a sex offense, so it ain't like it's the first time they're getting caught for sure. But at the end of the day, the day has to end. But it looks to me as if it's not a calculated, you know, way that they're doing it. It seems like they're just rushing up. We see him, we get him wherever we see him. We you know, whatever we got to do to take him out, that's what we're gonna do. And it's sad because I like I said, I want to see him caught, because just not calculating and not looking at, if you really looking to do something to somebody, unless it's like whoever with him, it don't matter if the kid's with him, just blow him. We're gonna blow all of them down when we see them. That's the way that thing would have to be taken. Well, they didn't know the baby was in there. No, you can't look at it that way. No matter if they knew or not. To them, the way they came across there, they don't care what's in the way. We got to take them out.
That's right. So
because I might not see him again. I might not see him again. You know what I mean?
That's right. But I'm going to see him again, and I may be on the wrong end of seeing it. It's always calculated.
Correct.
What they call in law, what they call in law is premeditated. You understand? Calculate, premeditated means that I saw this and I'm doing it. It ain't like they got in a fight and it was an emotion and they just busted off and just started shooting. They saw their victim and they went to him.
Wow.
So that's calculation. They could have let him pass, but like you said, they saw him, and wherever they see him, they gonna dust him off. Wasn't gonna be no fighting, wasn't gonna be no arguing. We already did the arguing part. So somebody didn't put them up to wherever we see this guy, he got to go.
And you said
this
something.
Has been discussed.
When you get to drop on somebody, you know, and they can't do nothing, you got to drop on him. You could have backed him up. There was a lot, but like I said, I don't think these guys. I don't see these as being experienced. I'm letting loose when I see him. I don't care what he doing. If he bending over, turning up, whatever he doing, I'm just letting loose. I thought about different scenarios. You know, when they came up, even if you got to drop on somebody, they can't do nothing but back up. But they didn't. Like I said, I don't care if they knew somebody. They just got to shoot, bro. Bullets went everywhere. When they shot the first time, looked like he takes off running. Then he runs around a trash can. I watched this video, and then when he comes back, you know, he collapsed. You know, they chased him down and all kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, like I said again, it's just unfortunate for the little girl that got killed. I gotta say that. I keep saying that.
And just like saying hypothetically that. That's why I use a revolver. It don't take but one shot to kill nobody. When you these kids are so scary, and when they unload like the police, once they pull the trigger, they got 16, 17 shots. They go everywhere. If you got a victim, you should hit your victim and nobody else. Why is you having 30 and 40 shots? Like, why do you need all of that?
Yeah,
That's just a game of overkill.
Yeah, they had a lot of rounds, man. I'm interested in seeing hearing the autopsy report to see how many times they actually hit Lil Ronnie, you know, and how many times they actually hit his daughter. You know what I mean? I like that'll tell a little bit,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, I think he already had got hit when he took off running the first time. And adrenaline rushing, and you running and you
Right.
bleeding, and you know your daughter over there, and you don't know if you're gonna die at that time, while you're running. And then he just pretty much runs back toward the car wash and takes off, and it's like he just was running, and he failed like I think he failed twice, if I remember correctly. And it just was, and he
Okay.
that last time he didn't get back up. But I was telling somebody earlier, you can shoot a deer and he'll jump straight up in there and run. You have to go find wherever he ran to. So a lot of times,
Just your adrenaline, you could be dead. And I've witnessed a person running, standing up, dead already, but the body keeps moving. But I believe, whatever happened, he thought about his child and got away from
that
the
car. Yeah, I
so
think
he
that
wouldn't
too.
shoot his child.
Yeah, I do think that.
So the way he was laying across and back, and he was trying to get away to take the target off, and I could give him that as being gallant enough to, not have his baby involved. But nature is what is nature, and you can't really judge how God takes you. He take the good with the bad, you get the rain with the sun. So everybody is all equal.
Yeah, a lot of times I just don't know.
It's a shame
I don't.
that it happened.
Yeah, I don't know what happens. I don't know where they hiding out, or if they left the country, or whatever they're doing now. But I can tell you, when them people.
They're at their baby mama house.
Wow.
Negroes ain't got no
Wow.
If fathers probably went down to Louisiana, they'll be busted for the weekend.
Well, I can tell you right now, it's one of them. They saying is a sex offender, and the other he called a coward, and he say he will be locking in with them. And I think if they see him, they definitely they looking at, if we see him and we can kill him, we gonna do that too. I don't think they playing with these young boys, man. I think it's gonna be tough. I don't know if they catch them alive or dead, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
it is what it is, man.
he called them a coward. What about his police officers and kill babies? They cowards too?
Hey, man, that coin, both sides the same thing, really, to be honest with you. Both sides, anytime somebody do something wrong, wrong is wrong, OG. Wrong is wrong.
That's all it is. But he'll glamorize it with one of his officers kill an innocent black kid.
Wow. Man. OG,
you don't call them no cowards.
No, I get it, OG. I know you're going to take it there. OG, man, listen, man, guys, get in the comments. Let us know, man, what you guys think about this. And, hey, man, like I said, RIP to the daughter and the father that got killed out there at that car wash. Boss Talk 101 reviews. What a boss's talk.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.